going on YouTube, and welcome back to my channel, JoJo Speaks. Thank you all so much for joining me for this being my review for RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 11, Episode 7. Before we get started, a couple things I want you guys to do for me. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Press that big white subscribe button. It is free and easy to do. Takes less than a second to mash that thing, so why don't you go ahead and mash it for it, brother. Be sure to leave a thumbs up for this video. Let me know you're enjoying the content I'm putting out on my channel. Also, be sure to leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this particular episode. Who are your favorite queens from this bracket? Who do you think is going to go into the semifinals? Let me know down in the comments who had your favorite look on the first design challenge. Also, be sure to press the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. And last but certainly not least, be sure to share JoJo Speaks with all your family, friends, and loved ones. Let everybody know JoJo Speaks is out here in these YouTube streets. So we're on to the third bracket. Yeah, this is probably my favorite bracket of all three brackets. So I'm just going to go through each queen, let you know what I think about them, also let you know how I felt they did on this design challenge, and we'll go through the top two and then we'll move on. So first up is Miss Sugar Cane. Miss Sugar Cane from season 11. I have to say that Sugar Cane is actually my favorite queen in this bracket. I've always loved Sugar Cane, even though she doesn't have the biggest personality as you would expect for queens that come onto RuPaul's Drag Race. However, I think she's gorgeous. To be honest, in the confessional, Sugar Cane looks better than she did in the first season, at least to me, but she's always been a beautiful queen. I love Sugar Cane. Love her name. It's awesome. So Sugar Cane made this like kind of sporty type of deal with her design challenge. I thought it looked great. I know a lot of people have been saying that this design challenge was a little bit lackluster, and I would have to agree with that compared to other design challenges we've seen on past seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race. The looks weren't as elevated, and I guess that's a result of them not having too many design or sewing queens on this bracket. But I did like what Sugar Cane had on. Michelle Visage pointed out something in the bra area of Sugar Cane's outfit, which I didn't notice personally. I didn't think that it affected the overall look altogether. I personally didn't have any problem with it, and I guess I really wanted Sugar Cane to be in the top two because I love Sugar Cane so much, and also compared to whatever everyone else had on, I thought it was really good. But I'm so glad that Sugar Cane has made it to All Stars. I don't think that she's going to make it to the semifinals. I just don't see her, I think some would consider her possibly a filler queen. I don't remember her winning any challenges in her season. Besides all of that, I'm so glad that she's here. Again, Sugar Cane's one of my favorites. She seems so sweet, and I'm assuming that's why she chose the name Sugar Cane. So shout out to Sugar Cane, and I got notes actually this time because I really couldn't remember all the queens that were on this season. Next up, we have Miss Sam Star. Sam Star from season 17. Always known as a great designer. She is a pageant queen. She has the most beautiful smile. If I wasn't rooting for Anya Nerve, I would have probably said that she would have won season 17. But Anya Nerve won that season, and that's all there is to that. So knowing that this was a design challenge, I knew that Sam would hit it out of the park. Sam did a great job, had a beautiful gown, the best look hands down in this episode for sure. I love how she incorporated the balls. I love the huge skirt. Of course, whenever Sam Star has a design challenge, she's going to make a gown, which I love. I love queens in gowns. That is my favorite look to see on a drag queen is a gown. And this looked amazing. And I love that Michelle pointed out that when Sam was walking the runway, she looked like a toddler in tiara, being so proud of herself because it was a great look. Now, of course, there are some people who do think that the queens do get help on their looks. I would venture to believe that for myself. It would not surprise me if they had a little bit of help. However, it doesn't explain the complete disasters that we've seen on RuPaul's Drag Race design challenges. So it seems like some people might get help, some people might not. I don't know how that goes, but Sam Star did an awesome job on this design challenge, and she definitely deserved to be in the top two. So shout out to Sam Star from season 17. Next up, we have Hershey Liqueur Jeté from season 16, from Atlanta, Georgia. Actually, my good friend Bianca knows who Hershey Liqueur Jeté is. So shout out to Hershey. Oh, and about Sam Star, I do believe that Sam Star will make it to the semifinals. Most of the time, the queen that wins the first lip sync in the bracket typically makes it onto the semifinals. So I'm assuming that Sam Star will make it to the semifinals, and I would be shocked if she doesn't. The points will have to be divvied out a crazy way for her not to make it to the semifinals. But Hershey Liqueur Jeté, oh, I have to talk about their entrance looks. I loved Sugar Cane's entrance look. It was so cute, so refined, so classy, so executive realness. It looked really, really nice. Sam Star, a whole lot of people didn't like Sam Star's look. I didn't necessarily care for it either. It was a lot of fringe, pink and purples and things of that nature. It was sort of kind of lackluster. I would say the same about Sam Star's final finale look as well. The big white cowboy hat with the fringe hanging off of the arms. Like I didn't like that either. Hershey's entrance look. I did enjoy Hershey's entrance look. It looks like she has stepped up her drag game. Of course, Hershey has two kids, so you know she's a working mother. It's great. Hershey probably had the worst design challenge look, which did not surprise me whatsoever. She's not a sewing queen. I don't know if I get upset about queens coming onto the show not being able to sew because it happens every single season. So what's the point of being upset when it's obvious that it's going to happen every single season? So Hershey had this baseball looking outfit on. It really didn't, emphasize her shape or anything of that nature. She said she had on pads. I couldn't even tell that she had on pads, but okay, whatever. So yeah, Hershey, I definitely didn't expect her to do well on the design challenge, and she didn't do well on the design challenge. If there were a bottom two, she would definitely be in the bottom two. But I'm so glad that Hershey's here for All Stars. It's great to see her on TV again. I think it's unfortunate that All Stars is more than likely going to carry on the bracket system throughout the rest of the All Stars, unless they switch it up sometime in the future again, which probably will happen. But I just hate that the queens don't get as much shine. They only get 3 episodes. Now, of course, if it was regular All Stars, some queens would only get 1 or 2 episodes, but it is what it is. But anyways, next up we have Jasmine Kennedy from season 14. When I tell you Jasmine's glow up is on another level, like Jasmine looks gorgeous. And Jasmine's entrance look, that orange wig was everything. Her outfit showing off her body, much like Bosco did after her transition. Everything. Even though I typically don't care for those skimpy type looks that show a lot of body, but Jasmine's body looks so amazing. I did not mind it whatsoever. Whatsoever. Jasmine looks amazing. In her confessional, she looks real cunty, real soft, real sweet. Jasmine's got it. And about Hershey Liqueur Jeté, I don't think that she will make it to the semifinals. I don't see that happening at all. With Jasmine Kennedy, her design look, it was cute. A lot of fringe, very similar colors to what Sam Star walked in with her entrance with. I thought Jasmine did a decent job. I thought it looked okay. Jasmine's seemingly not a design challenge type of queen, which is okay. I mean, I don't think all queens should be design challenge queens. It would be great if they all were, if all the looks were amazing. That would be great. But when it comes to a competition like this, it's probably never going to happen. But anyways, unless they just cast a whole bunch of sewing queens, but whatever the case might be. But anyways, Jasmine was in the top two with Sam Star. I don't know if she necessarily deserved it. I would have put Sugarcane in the top two personally, but I'm probably being, I'm probably favoring Sugarcane quite a bit. So I'm partial to Sugarcane. But anyways, congratulations to Jasmine for being in the top two. Next up, we have Joey J. Joey J from season 14. Never been the biggest fan of Joey J. I don't know why she's pushing this narrative that she's the first homosexual to be on Drag Race. I don't get it. I don't know. I hope that's not going to be her storyline through this entire bracket because it's already gotten old. already gotten old. And I don't even remember them saying that about Joey during her original season, season 14. So whatever. But I thought her entrance look was cute. Apparently, Joey J is wearing wigs now, which I think is great. Me personally, I feel as though wigs are essential for drag queens, although there are some bald drag queens out there. But for me, I feel as though a wig really completes the look and it gives the illusion that a drag queen is impersonating a female. Females have hair. For me, it's just that simple. But if a drag queen doesn't want to wear wigs, so be it. Anjana didn't wear wigs. Typically didn't wear wigs. Shasta Velour, winner of season 9, didn't necessarily wear wigs that often, until her classic or iconic, lip sync for the crown against Shea Coulee. But it is what it is. Whatever your preference is, so be it. Go for it. Don't let my opinion on not wearing wigs, hinder you from doing what you do. It's just that I prefer to see my drag queens in wigs. That's just my personal preference. But anyways, Joey J's outfit, it was not good to me. I thought the skirt looked really wonky. The way that it laid down, the whole slit was high and then it went really low, and I didn't care for Joey J's look at all. I don't think that she's going to make it into the semifinals. I guess it's a good thing that she's here. I was going to say I think, but I guess I wasn't that excited to see Joey J on All Stars. It would be nice to see her in an acting challenge to see what type of acting chops she has, because she didn't have that chance on season 14. So we'll see what else Joey J has to offer. And last but not least, we have Kennedy Davenport. Kennedy Davenport from season 7 as well as All Stars 3. She was the runner-up of All Stars 3, made it to the top 4 of season 7. A lot of people have issues with queens coming back constantly on All Stars. Silky's on her 4th iteration of RuPaul's Drag Race. Silky was on in season 11, All Star 6, as well as Canada versus the World season 2, which Raja won. Raja O'Hara won. So this is Kennedy's, let's see, season 7. Oh, this is Kennedy's 4th time back. Kennedy was, no, it's Kennedy's, no, it is Kennedy's 4th time back. Kennedy was on season 7, she was on All Stars 3, and she was also on Canada versus the World. I think it was season 3, if I'm not mistaken, with Alexis Mateo there as well. And that's the season that Lemon won, which I was not happy with whatsoever, but a lot of people think it was rigged for Lemon to win. But anyways, I enjoyed Kennedy's entrance look. Kennedy is one of the best drag queens that has ever come to RuPaul's Drag Race. She's always very polished. She is a pageant queen, and pageant queens are my favorite types of drag queens on RuPaul's Drag Race. So I'm probably going to love almost everything that Kennedy does. I will say that her comedy is a little redundant to me. It seems to be sort of kind of the same character, the ghetto type of woman. But hey, it is what it is. That's where she gets her comedy from, and that's okay. But for me, it gets a little stale after a while. But if we do have an acting challenge, we'll see if Kennedy kind of switches it up a little bit. To be honest, I loved Kennedy's design challenge look. I love the way that the blue and the yellow went together. Some people had an issue with the gray skirt. I had no issue with the gray skirt. I thought it all went together. I loved that she spray painted her shoes. I hated the wig. I hated that wig. But Kennedy's makeup looked great. I thought the outfit looked great. I thought that she was a contender to be in the top 2 as well. Maybe a little bit more than Sugarcane, possibly. But hey, I think that there might be a good chance of Kennedy Davenport getting into the semifinals. And I think it would be a little disappointing for me if I did not see her in the semifinals. I think the queens that have the best chances of getting to the semifinals are Sam Starr, Jasmine Kennedy, and Kennedy Davenport. But I thought she could have been in the top 2 as well. But Sam Starr and Jasmine Kennedy were in the top 2. Sam Starr ended up winning the lip sync, so Sam Starr has 3 stars, or 3 points rather. Jasmine Kennedy has 2 points. It'll be interesting to see how the girls divvy out. The bottom 4 girls divvy out their points. I'm hoping that they even it out where all 4 of the bottom queens get a point so that everyone has an equal chance of getting into the semifinals. But We'll see what happens. Tell me what you guys thought about this first episode of the third bracket down in the comments. Be sure to join me every Thursday night at 8 p.m. for my live Hot Topics and Social Commentary show. I go live every Thursday night at 8 p.m. with my sister Prophetic Fire Reiki, as well as our friend Bianca Edwards. We always have a great time talking about the latest happenings and goings on in the world. So join us every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.